May profits be upon you. This is the midweek market report, and you're trading with RT Money. What's the purpose of this? The purpose of it is to let you know of maybe some changes that happened since the beginning of the week. All right, and are we on the path of hitting our targets that were established in the uh, weekly forex forecast that I put out on Saturday. Yeah, this past Saturday. Yeah, that's what the purpose of this is. I'm hoping that you like it and leave me a comment saying that you like it or you want to see more of it or you know whatever it is. And I want you to stay to the end of the video. Why? So I got some uh some forecast for the rest of the week. Yeah, post for FOMC. Now, before I begin, let's go over this past weekend's forecast. Right, I put out this one for U.S. dollar, euro, pound, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, CAD, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, and Japanese yen. I put this one out on Saturday, and this is the description. And I gave updates, and I want you guys to understand that I'm giving updates doggone near every day during the week for the weekly forex forecast. What did I update? NZD USD target reached. All right. Look, I give a nice, screenshot of the market and what was the original target as discussed in the weekly forecast, and if we hit it or not. This one was reached. U.S. dollar, Japanese yen, target reached. Bam. All right. U.S. dollar index. I gave targets for that, and we reached it today. Bam. All right. I got one for target reach for Euro USD. Look at that. All right. And this is when, let's see, count back 3 days. All right. This was Friday. This is when I gave the forecast. Look at that target. And we hit it. What did we do? Bam. All right. So we got a pound USD target reached. Bam. And listen, I need you to read these updates. All right. If you look below the video that you are watching right now, go in the comment section, you'll see my updates. All right. Uh, Swiss franc target reach. Bam. All right. And read my comments. All right. We hit those relative equal lows on the US dollar CAD. Spoke about that in the video. All right. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, hit that target reached. Bam. All right. Some of these had two targets. Both of them were reached. All right. Aussie dollar target reached. Bam. All right. And I made note of that big wick that was left behind from the US, for the FOMC. So I'm saying, do catch my updates. All right. And leave a like, hit the boost, let me know that you appreciate what I'm doing. Now, as far as for the rest of the week, you're asking right now, well, what about the update for the indices, the in gold or whatever? All right, that's coming. Those are in the comment section of the forecast for those for the indices, but there's more coming, and I'm about to talk to you about it right now. Let's talk about S&P 500, right? The S&P futures, right? What we can see is the FOMC candle. See that big wick that's left? What usually happens is when you see big wicks like that, the next candle will hit the midpoint, and this one's already doing it already for tomorrow. All right, this is tomorrow's candle, daily candle right here, and we're already hitting that middle. But should price close above that high, we're going to hit that ultimate swing high up here. And I discussed that swing high in the video. I said once we reach this target, likely we're going to hit this target. But once price takes out a swing high, you can expect a pullback. All right. And that pullback will be from an external target, which are the highs, to an internal target, which are the fair value gaps, the FVGs. All right. And we have a, a rather thin one, but we have a fair value gap, and price could touch down and go higher from here. All right. So right now, uh, I'm on this leaning bearish with the S&P. I'm leaning bearish, all right, but only for price to come down and touch that. All right. So overall, this is a bullish market in my opinion. I believe price is going to close beyond these highs. All right. I don't know if it's going to do it tomorrow, but it might be a good chance that it does. All right. We'll see. But but I'm looking for price to hit that fair value gap and then go higher. Now, let's go to NASDAQ. All right. The NASDAQ says, where's my, there, we got a lag. We are lagging. Okay. All right. Now, I pointed out this fair value gap here in the video. I thought, I was thinking that price would come down to touch and then go up higher. All right. We have the relative equal highs. This is the deal. The NASDAQ did not hit its targets yet. Neither one of these. All right. I think that may happen between Thursday and Friday. And once it gets past these relative equal highs, I don't know if it continues higher or not, but this is an external target. So I'm looking for a pullback at that point. And then maybe we go up higher. I do believe that we're eventually going to go up higher. All right. But I always expect or look out for pullbacks after price reaches uh, uh, swing points. Now, you might not see a swing point here, but these are relative equal highs, and I believe that price will probably pull back. All right, we are sitting on a bullish fair value gap right now. So right now, I'm tentatively bearish. I mean bullish. I'm sorry, bullish. But should the fair value gap give and fail, uh, we have this very nice size bullish fair value gap down here, and I think price will definitely. I think there's a high probability chance it'll go up higher. Price could definitely go up higher from here, for sure. It could, because we're coming off of a bullish fair value gap. But in the case that it does fail, I'll take a high probability trade from here as well. Look for price to form bullish, valid bullish setups here. All right, up until it fails, up until this fair value gap fails. All right. If we go to the Dow Jones, the Dow does its own thing. The other two correlate pretty closely, but the Dow tends to do its own thing sometimes. All right. You see that we hit the its target earlier in the week, and we're going higher, higher, and higher, establishing a new high today. Okay, fine. We have a untouched, untested bullish fair value gap below. Should price go up to the midpoint here and then turn bearish, I'm looking for price to take a high probability, set up a high probability long setup so that we can go higher to that high. All right. And we'll see what happens at that midpoint when price reaches that midpoint, and we're coming close to it. All right. If we go to gold, all right, we got a big lag here. It's okay. Why are you doing it in front of company? I don't know. All right. So price broke out of this consolidation very nicely, displaced well, pushed higher, and after it takes a swing higher, what do you expect? A pullback. All right. A pullback to what? A swing high is an external um, uh, liquidity target. From external to internal, the fair value gaps are internal targets. I'm looking for price to pull back into that fair value gap and continue higher to the next external, which is that high, the next external target. So I'm looking for some bullish movement from here, from this fair value gap. All right, we'll see what happens. Okay, silver, same deal. Took out this swing high, boom, displaced above it. It lets me know that price has indicated that it wants to go higher. All right. Uh, uh, we have the pullback after the swing high is taken from external to internal. And I drew this on Saturday, right? I drew this on Saturday, and it's playing out. We've already touched back to the fair value gap. All right, we're going to see what it does from here. I'm looking for price to take off and move to higher prices from there. All right, if we go to oil, crude oil, I need you to see what I showed you on Saturday. There's a a, a nice size weekly fair value gap. This is the weekly time frame I just switched to, right? You see the weekly fair value gap here from that high to that low. Okay, we have and you see how price reached up into that. All right, and I'm looking for price to turn over inside of that. If we can see it, we can see the intent of price. All right, on the daily. This is the daily time frame. You see the weekly that I just outlined, the weekly fair value gap, and we have a daily nested within that weekly fair value gap. We have a bearish daily fair value gap, and price has reached that bearish fair value gap. Why do I have this line here? Because I said price is going to go up here and then turn around and head downward because we are in a bearish leg of structure. We have the retracement. I'm looking for price to make the lower low after making a lower high. That's as simple as that. We have the same deal with UK oil. All right, Brent, old Brent, same deal, same situation here. Prices, price. The difference is price has not reached the daily fair value gap. We are well within the weekly, and we can turn around here, and that would be fine. That's cool and all, but it's traveling, and it correlates with the U.S. oil, WTI crude, uh, really closely. All right, and it doesn't have to reach this. We are already in a weekly fair value gap, a weekly bearish fair value gap. So price could definitely continue lower. You see how price continues to find support here, support here. We crashed through, and now we're turning around and finding uh, resistance at those same levels. That's what we saw on WTI crude, U.S. oil. Same deal. You extend that line over, you can see price came up to that very line. All right, got a little gap on your UK oil, but it's right in the same area, right in the same selling zone. So I'm looking for price to turn over and head towards these lows right there. Okay, and that is it. That is it. I'm glad you stayed to the end. Thank you very much. If you like what I just put down to you and you picked it up, hey, leave a like, hit the boost. All right, and make sure you subscribe. All right, make sure you subscribe to my channel. All right, do check this video for. I mean, not this video. The my weekly forecast. Make sure you check the weekly forecast videos for updates. That's all I want you to do. Make sure you catch those updates so you can keep abreast, stay on top of things, see the setups coming. Because I always give some quick analysis, like, well, we reached our target, and then now we're looking towards this happening or that happening, the next step. Okay, so I will see you in the next video, and thank you for watching, and may profits be upon you.